So now we're gonna try to sail out. We just need to make it around the break wall, and then it's all downwind, so then we could just use a jib, I think, today. So I'm gonna use this line to kind of spin us the direction we want to go, and hopefully not cliff that guy. So now the boat's turning, we can let that guy go, pull him back in, just for good measure. Okay, and then put out the jib, and you just open this guy. Oh, this guy fell off. I lost one of my ropes too, I was so bummed. Ship comes out. Oh, we got a fender caught up here. I'm gonna turn the boat this way a little bit and then sort out this fender over here. So I'll just pop the inside. Yeah, now we're sailing. Now I just gotta not hit this buoy. Turning right towards it. So there we go. And it looks like we're just gonna make it without hitting the dock, hopefully. There we have it. On our way. Oh no, this boat has their spinnaker up and they're beating us. I haven't flown my spinnaker yet this year. This might be the time to do it. We have to beat Pandora. Oh my gosh, and they're a French boat too. This can't stand. Spinnaker's going up right now. So I think I put the spinnaker up there. I think I did as best as I could. Got all the lines ready, the spinnaker pole ready, topping lift, downhaul. I always forget something. The halyard is nowhere near the top of the mast, but I can't get it any higher right now. So we'll live with that. It seems to be staying nice and full. And we are cruising. I just realized why my halyard isn't on the top of the mast. So you can see the little Swedish flag up there. Yeah, I use my spinnaker halyard normally as the my courtesy flag halyard, and I forgot to take the Swedish flag off. So that's keeping it from going all the way up. And I think if I pull it down, I gotta repack it and launch it again. So I'll just leave it like that because I don't really think it matters too much. But it's like, I guess it could be a little bit more, a little bit higher, but it's still pulling the boat really good. We got at least an extra knot of boat speed. I need to add at least a meter or two on the end of this pole, and that would really help things out. This is getting stuck under the anchor. Gotta sort that out too. Further would be so much better. Oh, we're snagged on that light over there. But it used to be about that long, but then I broke in New York. I've lost 2 feet, but I really want an extendable one so I can get it like way out there. So many sailboats out today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we need to jibe the spinnaker. That pole really isn't set to do end for end, so I think I'm just going to lower it, and I don't think we'll end up putting it up again because I think we'll be a little bit more of a broad reach once we end up going down that way. It was fun while it lasted, so let's see if we can get this thing down without dipping it too much in the water. So the sail's almost ready to put away. I just need to dry out this little section that got in the water, just a little bit dipped in the water. Probably because the halyard wasn't all the way up. This other boat's racing me. I think they're gonna pass me. They've got fancy laminate sails and probably a thin keel. But they're just barely passing me. I don't think all those fast, accessories are worth the trade-off. The wind is dying a little bit. We're down to 3 knots. I've got a good recommendation for an anchorage. We're gonna anchor there overnight, and then tomorrow morning we got a free spot in Stockholm, and we'll go at the central kind of city part near there. We'll go park the boat there for a few days. We'll pick up aniline, and then the plan after this is to go to Åland and then Finland through the archipelago. We'll go on the inside, maybe make a couple of stops on the islands. Here's the island we're gonna go to, just around the bend there. It looks super crowded. I think I'll pass on that one. So plan B is behind this little island. We'll see if that works. Could be, actually this might work too. So this should be a good spot to anchor. I kind of wanted to tie up to one of these rocks, but it looks like there was kind of boulders underwater that might interfere with that plan. And the good spots that was really crowded, and I don't like to be around all those other boats. I mean, I'll be around plenty of other boats tomorrow when I go into the Stockholm in the city. So the wind's picked up a little bit and kind of changed direction. And I don't like how close it is blowing us to this rocky shore. So I think I'm gonna move to the other side of the island. Unfortunately, I gotta get the anchor up and motor away before we drift backwards into this. So it's kind of tricky, making me a little nervous. Anchor's up, I got my spotlight on to help me. That was kind of scary. When you're pulling up the anchor, the boat will swing back and forth, and then the moment the anchor breaks free, we'll pick right or left. And I was hoping it would go to the right, away from land, but the last moment it went right towards land, so I had to run back here. With only a few seconds before it crashed into the rocks and get it going the right way. That was kind of dumb to anchor that close to land, but the weather said it should have been blowing me away from land, and then it kind of blew me alongside the land and even into it. So never trust the forecast, basically. So I just dropped the anchor. I think we're a little bit more protected. The wind gusts aren't coming through here as hard, and we're definitely being blown away from shore now, which is very good. So I just pulled up the anchor this morning, and it came up kind of weird. Like the chain is wrapped around the shank there. So I guess I just need to twist it, really. Or drift into this big boat dock thing here. Another boat hook stuck in it. So now we're sailing into another channel, and this will go to kind of the central city part of Stockholm, I think, if I chose the right one. There's a lot of different little passages. Hopefully it's not a dead end.
Weil da hinten hat so eine Windsteuer.
So I'm here in Stockholm. My new friend Max set me up with a slip just a few minutes walk outside the city center of Stockholm. It's a really nice little spot, and he runs this boat washing thing. So we're gonna have the bottom of pickled herrings washed. There's Max in the boat washing machine. So we just run right in between the rollers. He's opening it up for us. All right, we are in the machine.
Hooked up already now?
Yeah, I got fenders. Maybe bring those in.
Yeah, you can lift those up.
So how's this thing work, Max?
So yeah, we have hydraulic brushes, and we're not moving the brushes, we're moving the boat.
Mm-hmm.
So we're using the pressure, the weight from the boat to apply pressure together with this winch on the hull. And we have 2 keel brushes and 4 hull brushes. So we do sailboats up to a depth of 2.2 meters.
Oh wow!
Here, cool. And up to around 42 feet.
Cool. If someone wants to get their boat washed, is there a website or something you?
Yeah, there's Boatcleaner.se.
Right on. Check it out. I'll put a link in the description.
Yeah.
Oh, all automated.
And put it on the brushes now.
That is so cool. Makes a cool noise inside the boat when it's being washed. It's like being in a car wash, basically. My boat was sitting for about a month in the harbor while I was in Svalbard. So I think there's probably been some stuff growing on it. So I'm glad I don't have to dive down and clean it now. So what happens to all the debris that gets knocked off?
Well, we have curtains in front and in the back, and then we have like a big one that's hanging underneath, which gathers up all the debris. And in the end of the season, we pick all the debris up and drive it to a station. Where they take care of it.
Right on. So now I got one of these mooring hook things. I think it's gonna make grabbing the stern buoy way easier. We're gonna give it a shot, see how it goes. It went pretty messy the other day. I couldn't film because it started pouring rain when I pulled into the harbor yesterday. These cool motor boats. I like that one. It's like an airplane. Now we're riding the bike into Stockholm. Stockholm is a city on an archipelago. A bunch of Swedish people living there. Buildings and stuff. While I was in Stockholm, I visited the Vasa Museum. It is a 300-year-old Swedish ship that sunk on its maiden voyage just outside of Stockholm. It sunk because of poor design. It had kind of a novel feature of 2 gun decks, and it was not very stable. But it's just incredibly well preserved because of something about the Baltic water and not allowing shipworms to get to it. Even the skeletons are preserved. It's really cool to walk around the ship and get to see all the detail and the sculptures and stuff. And there's some cannons. There's just so many sculptures in it. It's really, really amazing. This evening I'm doing some sail repair. The leech line, which runs all the way along the leech of the sail, came out. So I just re-threaded it all the way through here. So now I've got that run back through there, and it was attached a little different before, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sew a little, this ring that I've got onto this little piece of canvas, and then I can just tie it off right there. So then I'll be able to kind of tighten that up and have the sail not flutter as much. Here's my little solution. There's got the ring, and hopefully that's not too tight, but I think it's good to have some tension on there. It's got some stretch. If anybody knows more about what this line does besides making the back of the sail floppy, less floppy, let me know.
Sometimes I've seen they have like a huge shrink.